our business development. Okay.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. So every one of you look at here. See, as a developer, we are going to log into PRBC. When you log into PRBC, while learning as a developer, you are going to go to process tab, and thereafter you go to flow, and you go ahead and execute the flow. Okay, this is for developer. Generally, when business users are going to log in, how do they access the PRBC environment? Say, as a developer, you can open the rules, you can create the rules, modify rules, delete the rules, update the rules, all that you can do, execute the rules. But when business users are going to log in, okay, when they log in, usually they see the screens like this. So in PRBC, they access to see the screens like this. So it's not that they will see admin studio and they go just hold it on.
चलो भाई हो गया हमारे गुरुजी आ गए एकदम फुल फॉर्म में.
Please mute from your end, someone please. Do not unmute. See here, business users, they log in, they will not see admin studio and they will not go to launch portal and all. Directly when they log in, they used to see like this, business users. Okay, there may be some different components added here, but they directly get, this is called manager portal. Okay, they directly get some screens like this. For us, it is developer studio. For them, it is directly something like manager portal, user portal, like that, different analyst portal, whatever it is. So here, when they access their portals, they will go to new menu. In the new menu, the flow name should be available here. By default, it is not available. Okay, flow name should be available. If flow name is there, they can click on the flow name. So they will go to new, begin insurance. They click on begin insurance, flow will get executed. But they do not see what is there in the flow, and they do not modify or create or update or delete. They will be able to access to run the flows. By default, the flows are not coming here. Okay. So now we are going to see how to make the workflows available under new menu for the business users. And also the same is here. What you are seeing here, new menu, the same new menu also accessible here for a developer also. So if you're going to make some changes, the flows will come here under the new menu, as well as it will go and come under this portal new menu. Okay. So this is not related to our business application development. This is related to something which you are going to just learn to see how to configure the flows such that the flows will be accessible under new menus. Okay, you need not to write anything for this, because by the time you join any project, definitely it would have been done. Okay, how to configure the flows to be accessible under new menu. This is what I am going to tell you. Just a 2 minutes task of we can do this by updating application rule. Okay, look at here now. Also, and how to modify work object ID prefix. That also we will practice now. Okay, by updating application rule we can do this. 585. Look at here now. So application, you know how to open application rule form. Definition, cases and data tab. After you go to case and data tab, here make an entry with flow names. One flow name you mentioned, that is fair enough. Here you go. What is the name of the flow? Process, flow, begin, Bajaj Auto Insurance. So select this option, flow name, and the class in which the flow is available. This is the one. Work operating prefix I am giving, BAJA dash. Make sense, everyone clear? So this flow name is exactly matching same. Hey, how many resources we have with name Vinay? Vinay, 19, Vinay 29, okay. Vinay 29 we have 2 times. Who is that? Please unmute and respond, else we will be removing both of the connections.
Yes, sir.
How many are there? Vinay 29. There is someone else again with Vinay 29. Who is the other person? Please unmute. You can mute. Other person. Respond, please. You're not audible. We have not given any same names to anyone. Vinay 19, okay, Vinay 29. Vinay 19 also same person? Vinay 19 unmute. Vinay 19. When I ask you, it should be done immediately. Vinay, can you please unmute? Why? BAJA dash, right? So done. So this is how you can update the work object prefix also from application rule form where you define the flow names. And now launch portal and go to manager portal. And go to manager portal. So here you go launch portal and go to manager portal. You should see something like this. Click on new menu. So once you click on new menu, here you should see. Click on the first one to run the flow. See here, work object prefix is Bajaj. So this is how you can make the workflows available. But when you are joining a project, by the time you join the project, I believe 99.99% all this what you have done now will be already done by our tech leads. This is out of our business process development, but this is something related to PRPC environment. How can you update work object ID prefix? If you want to update work object ID prefix can be updated by using what? In which rule we can do that?
Flow rule unmuted.
Prefix can be updated in the flow rule. In the flow rule, we can update work object ID prefix value. Okay, that is one place. There is another place which we are going to see going forward. So let's keep it aside. And now we are going to discuss about data transform. The next topic is data transform. So far we have
This
worked on
conference
activities.
is no longer being recorded.
Activities, OBJ browse, OBJ open, OBJ save, OBJ open by handle. All this we have worked on. And now we are going to look at another rule, which is data transform. Okay, look at here now. Data transform rule we can create under data model category. Okay, data transform rule we can create under which category? Data model category.
Swati for Peganina.
Swati 9 and పెట్టాలి 9.
Yeah, any prefix that you want, you can give
Nine,
under application rule form. Work object prefix,
9 పెట్టాలన్నాడు.
we can give any prefix.
Swati for Peganina.
Sequence, number generation, everything can be controlled. Okay, we will come across to see how the number is getting generated later. Yes.
In flow, you said that we will be changing the work object ID prefix, right, Harsha? Here also we have to give the same that, or we can give anything.
మీ అని వస్తుంది మళ్ళీ చేంజ్ చేసిన
మనకు
Anything
మీ
you
అని
can give,
చూపిస్తుంది.
but business will tell you what should be the prefix. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So here you go. Let me complete this, and at the end you can ask me questions. A data transform rule we can create under data model category. So So this is how a data transform rule is going to look like. So here you can add n number of steps in the data transform. Like in the activity you add step 1, step 2, step 3, like the same way you can add n number of steps in the data transform. See, for every step you will get access to an action set where it's set. Set is equal to property set. You can assign a value to property. Okay, some value to property. Any property, any value you can assign. Apart from set, you have update page. What do you mean by update page? Here you need to mention some page, personal vehicle with values from some other page. So it's not a business requirement, you can take any pages. So with the properties of so and so properties. So update page means we can update or we can assign the properties of one page to another page. We can assign the properties of one page to another page by using update page option. So this is also assigning properties. So the other one is you are assigning predefined properties. Sorry, you are assigning single value properties. And this one, what you see here is you are assigning what? Page properties. From one page to another page you are assigning. So updating or assigning single value properties or assigning page properties. Okay, both are property set only. This is property set, this is property set. Here single value property, here page properties. Apart from this, you have options like append to. We have worked on for loops, right? For each embed page. When you are using for loops in a page list, you will be dealing with an option called append to. Appending means assigning from one page list to from another page list. From one page list, you want to assign pages to another page list. Then you are going to use this append to option. This is also assigning property. So first one is assigning single value property, and the second one is assigning page properties to page properties, and third one is assigning from page list properties to page list properties. Page list properties to page list properties. So all are doing a property set. We can do property set by using activity property set method, page copy and all. You are aware of it. And we can do same property set by using data transform also. Okay, where we can set single value properties, page list properties. Any of these three modes, ultimately it is called as property set only. Every one of you clear online resources? Don't ask me any questions. You understand what I said? Yes or no, that's it. Okay, so this is what about a data transform can be created under data model category. Data transform can be used to assign values to properties that can be single value properties or page properties or page list properties. Apart from this, like you call when rules in the activities, right? Same way. You can call when, otherwise when, like this, and finally otherwise, if, else, and so on, else, like that if conditions. And sort option is related to page list only. You can sort a page list by some property and all, that's a different thing. What is that ultimately you can do by using data transform? Is properties set. So we discussed during while we are working with the report definition. What is the best practice related to activities?
Report definition.
Best practice related to activities. What is the best practice?
Use only when it is required.
28 steps gurinchi kaadu. It's not about 28 steps. It's not about when you bring it.
Use only when it is required.
We are using activities.
Avoid what? Avoid
Creating
creating your own activities. Okay, look for OOTB rules or what else? Alternate rules. Create alternate rules. Suppose if I have been given with a business requirement, as part of implementing my business requirement, I need to create an activity to fetch data from a table. What is the alternate rule I can do?
Activity.
What is the alternate rule I can use? I want to browse the data. So I can use the RD, report definition instead of activity.
Refer that.
I can do the same by using activity, by using report. So if this is the possibility is there, which one you go for and prefer? You will prefer always report
Refer
definition.
definition.
If I have been given with a requirement, as part of the requirement, I need to create an activity and do write 5 property sets. That can be single value page or page list, whatever it is. So instead of creating activity, I should be implementing this by using data transform. That's the best practice. I should be implementing it by using data transform.
Form.
So now we come across with second alternate rule to activity. First alternate rule for activity in case of OBJ browse is report definition. This is third. Second is data page is also alternate. Data page is also alternate to activity. When you want to fetch one single record, there is an option lookup. We did not work on it. If you go with lookup option, that is equal to OBJ open. Okay, and activity is data transform is an alternate rule to activity when you wanted to do assign properties. If you want to do properties set, what is that? Data transform is alternate rule. Using a data transform, we can set single value properties, we can set page properties, we can set page list properties. Make sense? Everyone clear? So far. So there is nothing much to tell you as of now. There are some options that we need to discuss, like call superclass data transform and all, which we will be discussing later. While we are dealing with rule resolution algorithm, we will talk about call superclass. So as of now, it is a property set data transform. So straight away, we can work on a business requirement. Every one of you clear? Write down business requirement. There is nothing much to tell you.
Harsha,
at
can you
this
please
point.
send that notepad also?
This
This
one,
one also, can you please send? Yeah.
I'm just going to ping here on GoToMeeting. Copy this. I just messaged on GoToMeeting
Okay.
to everyone. Right? You should have received. Please verify. Now, write down business requirement. Working with data transform. Working with what? Data transform. Write down. Create a new screen. Create a new screen, okay, to capture address details, billing address, comma, shipping address. Create a new screen to capture address details. First one is what? Billing address, and the other one is what? Shipping address. Okay. Billing address and shipping address. That is what we are going to create it for. Place a checkbox in this screen. Place a checkbox in the above screen. Write down. Place a checkbox in the above screen. You should be placing a checkbox also in the above screen. Okay, done. Place a checkbox in the above screen. That is what we are going to do. We are going to place a checkbox in the above screen. Next step further. Furthermore, okay, write down. When user enters billing address, when users enter billing address and select the checkbox comma, copy billing address into shipping address, copy billing address into shipping address, copy billing address into shipping address, and make the shipping address read only, and make the shipping address read only, and make the shipping address read only. Everyone clear? This is what we are going to do. So we want billing address to be copied into shipping address, and we would like to make shipping address read only when checkbox is selected. If checkbox is unchecked, write down. If checkbox is unchecked, what would we do? Wipe out the shipping address. Shipping address should be editable and empty. Write down. Shipping address should be editable and empty. If checkbox is unchecked, shipping address should be editable and empty. See, creating UI we have already done. If you have to create user interface, what are the rules to be created? From first starting to ending. If you want to design user interface, from beginning to ending, what are the rules that we need to deal with?
Properties, section,
Yeah.
when rule,
Properties, where would we create? Where do you
Properties.
create properties? In which class you do create properties?
Data class.
data,
Data class. Means what is the first rule to create? First we create data class. Second, properties. And third,
section,
where? కొంచెం ఆలోచించి చెప్పండి, ఊరికే చెప్పొద్దు.
Properties to
Page to access
Data
those
class you create
properties.
properties, you create, and then you create pages.
Page in one
After
class.
pages you create. After pages you create what? Section. So now, as per this requirement, how many sections we need to create? How many sections we have to create?
Two section.
Two sections we have to create. How many pages we have to create? How many pages?
one page,
Two pages. Two pages. One is billing address, another one is shipping address. Two sections are billing address, shipping address. Apart from billing, shipping, two sections, we need to create one more section. What is that section? Address section. Address section contains both of these sections. Make sense, everyone? Address section is going to contain both of these sections. These two sections will be there in the address section. So this is how first you need to imagine, to understand, to create the rules that are needed for the business requirement. And after that only you should be able to do it. Let's create all the rules. This is the practice which we have done already. Chapandi?
we also need to create a when rule to display whether or not to.
Yeah, when rule also to be created for making the read only. It's not about visibility, it's about read only. Shipping address should be read only when checkbox is selected. Checkbox property will create. Shipping address should be editable when checkbox is unchecked. Okay, why we will uncheck and all, I'll tell you practically. Creating data class. See, the practice of creating data class as usual, what we have followed on the initial days. Same way, organization data class only, I am going to do it. Create admin class. Is this the same navigation that we have followed before?
yes.
So what is this?
Create data type also no. Also. So
Why
that
we need data type? Do we need data type for this requirement? Do you need data type for this requirement?
No.
just I'm asking so that it directly creates a data
You should
class
understand.
and
Right. You should exactly understand the business need. Then you will not get this type of doubts. What is data type and what is data class? Respond, please.
storage plus key. Okay.
Hmm?
Storage plus key is equal to.
Do we need any
data.
storage now? Specific
No.
dedicated storage. Do you need it now?
No.
Then
Thanks.
why do you go for data type? You don't need data type. You need only class alone. That's fair enough. Completed? Save this. This is done. Okay. Now, here you go. Class is created. Create properties. How do you create properties?
Data model property.
Address. And right click on this. View in data designer. View in data designer. And here you go with add field. You know about all this stuff, right? Add field. Here you go. What is the name of the field? Let's say door number. Okay. You can add any properties. I don't bother much about these properties. You can add any properties. That's up to you. Okay. Submit and add another door number after street. Street name. Again, submit and add another. What else is there? Pin code. N number of properties you can add. Landmark. Submit. Save. Done. Completed. So now you have created 4 properties in the data class. Let's create what? Page in work class. Let me create page in work class. Here you go. Work class. Right click on this. You know how to create page properties, right?
Yes. Data
Create data model property, and here you go.
single page.
This is billing address. Billing address. This is single page, and the class is BAJA data address. Completed. Similarly, create one more page. Anyone facing any issue? Lag of screen and all? Anyone? Oh, okay. Just hold on a minute then. I do. Okay, because it is heavy rains in Hyderabad, there might be some issue. I'm connecting to another network. Just hold on. Okay. I'm connecting to another network with good speed. I changed my network connection to another network. Let me know if you are facing same issue, because anyhow, creation of this page properties and all, you know. Okay, there is nothing you are missing here. Only data transform while I am creating. So in this requirement, creating data class, creating properties in data class, creating page properties, creating checkbox property, creating sections and including sections into another section. When rule creation. All this you are aware of how to do. Only thing which you are not aware of is creating data transform. Correct? Just follow me. Similarly, create one more page property. Similarly, create one more page property. If I have to make it simple, what I can do is save as. Easy to do is save as. Save as. What is the one?
Shipping address.
Shipping address. Shipping address, create and open. Save this, done. That's it. I created 2 pages, save, done. Create a checkbox property. Create a checkbox property. Let me create one checkbox property here. Create, that is bill, ship, address, same. So this checkbox is going to talk about whether both addresses are same. Users are going to enter billing address, and there will be a provision of checkbox. We will ask users to select if the shipping address is same as billing address. That's the label I am going to give. Suppose if it is same, then we will copy the address. We come across this type of screens so many times while we are accessing many shopping cart websites like that. True, false. Checkbox means true, false. Save this. Create when rule. Save, done. Create when rule. Okay. When rule, where do we create when rule? What is the category to create when rule?
Decision.
When rule can be created under decision category, which we have done previously some time back. When rule can be created under decision category. Decision category, and here you go with, what is the name of the when rule I can give? Positive condition. Both addresses same. Both address same. That is a positive condition I am going to create. Means what should be the checkbox property value?
True.
Is bill ship address same is equal to true. All lowercase. Save this. So I created a when rule with a positive condition of checkbox property value being true. That will be verified. If not true means you did not select it. So here you go now. Save, done. Okay, I answered now. Just hold on. Next, what do we need to do? After this is done, when do, so you created data class, properties, page properties, checkbox property, when rules. Next, create sections. Let's create section for billing address. Okay, na? Section under which category? User interface category. See, just how many sections total? 3 kada? 3 sections, right? Okay, one is billing address section. Okay, how do you add properties? All are text inputs only, right? You know how to add page properties into the section by mapping them into the controls. First one here, display header and title, billing address. Section name is billing address. I'll go with some format stacked with labels left, something like that. You can play around with the options of this one. Double click on first one, billing address dot door number. Okay now, billing address dot door number. Repeat the same for others. Street name, landmark. What is the next one? Pin code. Pin code. Completed. So this is how you have created one section called billing address. Amen. That's it, right? Billing address section we created. Okay, next what we should create? Similarly create shipping address section. Similarly create shipping address section. Okay, look at here now. Actions. Okay, save as here now. Save as. Create and open. So here you go with change the labels and all. Because I did a save as, everything will get copied. So here what should I do? Map controls to shipping address properties. Pin code can be text, right? Already we discussed about this. created two sections. One is billing address, one is shipping address. Create address section with checkbox and about two sections included. How do you include a section into another section?
Embedded section.
Embed section here. You will get this pop-up, and here billing address. Add checkbox. Let's go ahead and add a checkbox. You know how to add checkbox. Here you go with checkbox. Is bill ship address same? Label. What is the label? Select if both address are same. Select if both addresses same. Suppose billing address is shipping address is same as billing address. You are asking users to select this. Embed. So you can go ahead and embed shipping address section here. You created an address section where you have billing address and shipping address sections included along with the checkbox. On click of the checkbox, do not ask me questions in between, please. On click, so after you enter billing address here, on click of the checkbox, what is the billing address you have entered should be copied into shipping address, and thereafter shipping address should be read only. Okay, one more thing that we need to do is read only part. Make shipping address read only. When checkbox is selected. Double click on shipping address section. Presentation. Here, editable, read only when rule. It's not always read only. It should be read only when the checkbox is selected. Suppose you don't select checkbox, it should be editable only, right? Okay, this is what additionally we have done, applying the visibility conditions here. Next, what do we need to do? Now, create a data transform. Data transform to assign billing address details to shipping address page when checkbox is
Selected.
selected. When checkbox is selected. So let's create a data transform. Data transform can be created under which category?
Data transform.
Data model category. What is the name of the data transform? Let's say address copy data transform. Using this data transform, I'm going to copy the address. You cannot dump entire page, but you can do this. This is how a data transform looks like. So first, I am going to choose when. So the moment you choose when, you can see here. You have first row when chosen. 1.1 is coming. Inside the condition, you are going to do something. When will ship address same. What do we need? When both addresses are same, what do we need to do? Update page. Update page is not page copy. Okay, update page shipping address with values from what?
Billing address.
Billing address. Automatically you will get a dot before that. Okay. So whenever the checkbox is selected, we are writing a logic to update shipping address page with the details from billing address page, where you can see here set. See, it's not like entire page we are going to dump onto another one. We will set one or more properties. Set door number. Okay, like this one. Is equal to door number. Make sense, everyone? Clear? Like this usually. So now at runtime, it is going to set billing address dot door number is equal to shipping address dot door number. Similarly, place your cursor at 1.1.1, click on plus icon. Multiple times I want. So 4 properties I want. So here you go, door number after landmark. Order can be anything, that's not a big deal. Everyone clear? This is what we are going to get done. So now place cursor at step 1, top 1. Step 1, place cursor at step 1. ఎక్కడ ఉంది కర్సర్ స్పెల్లింగ్ ఏంటి? నాకు స్పెల్లింగ్స్ రావు, ఇది సరిగ్గా చూపించదు. ఓకే, మీరే అర్థం చేసుకోండి. ప్లేస్ కర్సర్ at step 1 and click on plus icon. Okay, select this and click on plus icon. Otherwise means if checkbox is not selected. Otherwise, we would like to make everything empty. Empty string. Update page. What is the page? Shipping address. There is nothing like with values from here in this case. You are not updating from any other page. Just I am going to do what? Look at here. See, if shipping address, if checkbox is not selected, means unchecked. I mean to say unchecked, door number should be blank, empty string. Double quotes, double quotes. Here I am giving double quote, again double quote. That is what making empty string. Okay.
Okay.
Save this. Where do we need to call? This data transform should executed. Should get executed on click of checkbox. Okay. Now open section. Ekkadundi address section. So double click on checkbox. Checkbox cell. This is checkbox cell. Here actions. Create an action set. Add an event of click. Refresh. Sorry. You know about all this. Previously also we have done it multiple times. We have called activity on click of search button. Similarly, you can call data transform also. I am calling data transform. On click of this, you are calling what? Data transform. Submit. Create a flow action. How do you create a flow action? Right click on this, create process flow action. Ekkada undi adi? Flow action. Name is address flow action. Done? Completed? Next, what do we need to do?
Flow.
Let's make this as a second screen after customer details. Your workflow. Open flow. Process flow. So add a new assignment. How do you add assignment? From here you can add, or right click on the ground and add assignment. Anything is okay. Okay, now after this screen means you should have to get the connector from here, disconnected and connect it back to this one, and from here you connect it back to the row. Everyone clear? How to proceed with this? Assignment label I am going to give address. How do I call flow action? Double click on output connector.
Next run. Run, baby, run.
A screenshot copy అయినట్టుంది కింద. Let me create a case and test it. Submit this one. Second screen we need to bother about, right? So here you need to add door number something. Street name. Okay. Okay, this is what I have entered. Some address details you have entered. Select checkbox. On click of the checkbox, what is happening? Address is copied, and suppose after I selected this, I thought that I want to enter a different address. What should I do? Uncheck the checkbox. After unchecking, what is happening? Everything is being wiped out in the shipping address and it is coming to editable, allowing the users to enter the data. Okay, so select and go to clipboard. Let's see the clipboard structure. So clipboard structure will be like, under work page you have billing address page, also you should have shipping address page. Everyone clear? That's the observation that you have to make on the clipboard. Make sense? Everyone clear so far? So in the requirement which we have implemented just now, everything we are aware of except creating data transform that we have done just now. So the theory document which I am going to share you about data transform will have more information than what we have seen so far. We just discussed like data transform can be graded under data model category. It can be used to assign values to properties. Properties can be single value properties or page properties or page list. Apart from this, there will be little more information that we will be discussing tomorrow. Okay. So now you can go ahead and ask me questions if you're trying to ask something between the classes.
So Harsha, on this address